Hey gamers, ever wondered if the AMD Radeon RX 9070 XT can slug it out with Nvidia's 5070 Ti and the GPU Octagon? Well, grab your popcorn, because we're diving headfirst into the silicon showdown of the year. This isn't just another dry spec rundown, it's a wild ride through rasterization rumbles, ray tracing roller coasters, and power consumption plot twists. Let's see if AMD's latest contender has the chops to steal the spotlight, or if it's just another underdog barking up the wrong tree. First off, let's talk raw performance. Rasterization, the bread and butter of gaming graphics. Picture the RX 9070 XT and the 5070 Ti as two prize fighters duking it out in the ring. In heavy hitters like CF1, Cyberpunk, and Resident Evil 4, these two are trading punches, staying within a tight 6% of each other at 4K. Sometimes the 9070 XT lands a sneaky uppercut, pulling ahead like a ninja slipping through the shadows. Other times, it's neck and neck, like a photo finish at the Indy 500. Here's the kicker. The 5070 Ti is basically Nvidia's 4080 wearing a new mask. Fourth time's the charm, right? And the 9070 XT is nipping at its heels, even flirting with 4080 super territory in some games. For a card priced at $600, in theory, that's like a budget boxer stepping into the champ's ring and holding its own. But let's flip the script to ray tracing, the glitzy Hollywood star of modern gaming. Nvidia struts onto the stage here like a diva dripping in reflections and shadows, while AMD's still rehearsing its lines. In Black Myth Wukong, the 5070 Ti turns the 9070 XT into a punching bag. Think Rocky Balboa versus a wet noodle. The gap's brutal, with Nvidia flexing a 78% lead at 4K with upscaling. Ouch. But hold the phone, AMD's not totally down for the count. In lighter ray tracing scenes, like Dragon's Dogma 2, the 9070 XT claws its way back, tying the 5070 Ti or even sneaking ahead by a hair. It's not stealing Nvidia's crown yet, but it's a big leap from the 7000 series days when AMD's ray tracing was more like a flickering candle than a spotlight. Now, power consumption. Because who doesn't love a good energy bill plot twist? Nvidia's 5070 Ti is sipping power like a hybrid car cruising the suburbs, while the RX 9070 XT is flooring it like a V8 muscle car tearing down the highway. At 310 watts in some tests, AMD's card guzzles more juice than Nvidia's 266 watts for similar output. Efficiency-wise, Nvidia's got the edge, boasting up to 62% better frames per watt in titles like Final Fantasy XIV. But here's my take. AMD's playing the long game, prioritizing performance over sipping tea with the Eco Warriors. That extra power translates to frames, and in games like Starfield, where it matches the 5070 Ti blow for blow, I'd say it's a fair trade, especially if your PSU can handle the heat. Pricing? Oh boy, buckle up for the Wild West of GPU economics. The RX 9070 XT's MSRP is $600, but finding one at that price is like spotting a unicorn in a blizzard. Scalpers are circling like vultures, and the 5070 Ti's $750 tag isn't faring much better. Nvidia's partners are jacking prices faster than you can say sold out. If you can snag AMD's card at MSRP, it's a steal. 80% of the 5070 Ti's cost for 95% of its rasterization punch in games like Dragon's Dogma 2. But good luck out there. The market's a mess, and availability's about as predictable as a cat on a Roomba. Let's break down some game-by-game action to really sink our teeth into this beast. In Dying Light 2 at 4K, the 9070 XT clocks 62 FPS, edging out the 5070 by 11%, but trailing the 5070 Ti by 12%. Solid, dependable. Like a trusty sedan that gets you where you need to go. Drop to 1440p, and it's a tighter race, with the 5070 Ti pulling ahead by 10%. Meanwhile, in Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty, no upscaling, just pure frames, the 9070 XT nudges past the 5070 Ti, 53 FPS to 50. Add ray tracing on Ultra though, and Nvidia's back in the driver's seat, leading by 23.5%. The 9070 XT's 16GB of VRAM shines here, keeping things smooth, while the 5070 stutters under its measly 12GB load. Take that, Nvidia bean counters. Personally, I think AMD's onto something with the 9070 XT. It's not perfect, ray tracing's still a weak spot, and it's not sipping power like a saint, but for rasterization warriors, it's a budget champ. It's like picking a rugged pickup truck over a sleek Tesla. You might not win the style points, but you'll haul the load and save some cash. Compared to the 7900 XT, it's often within spitting distance, and it smokes the 5070 in most non-RT scenarios. Nvidia's feature set and efficiency are slick, no doubt, but AMD's fighting the good fight with raw performance and a theoretical price that doesn't make your wallet cry. So, there you have it. The AMD Radeon RX 9070 XT is a scrappy contender swinging hard in the GPU arena. It's not knocking Nvidia off its throne, but it's landing some solid hits, especially if you're all about rasterization and value. Whether it's worth your hard-earned cash depends on what you prioritize: raw frames or shiny reflections. Either way, AMD's stepping up, and that's a win for all of us stuck in this crazy GPU jungle.
If you enjoy this video, please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell to the latest update from my channel. Thank you for watching till the end, and see you in the next video.